All right, man, we back. Motor City Sports Talk. Reacting to the first depth chart that the Detroit Lions released for their preseason game. I believe it's Thursday. They take on the Patriots from New England. But let's talk about it. Appreciate everybody for checking in. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button if you haven't, so you won't miss another video. At least that's the way it's supposed to work. Share the video, share the videos, and I'll link an article. Well, I'll link an article link in the description so you can look at the full depth chart. The one I seen, our last NFL scouting service. Only difference, and I read I put the Free Press News article in there as well too. Only difference is that they got Coleman listed as a second corner on some of the other depth charts, but on here they got him listed as the nickelback. So, but that's the only difference that I did notice. But once again, I do appreciate everybody, and that's kind of a little small rundown. And when you open up the link to our last NFL scouting services, this one you'll see. But number one listed receiver is Kenny Galladay. Usually the right receiver is the number one guy. So Galladay is, I think, is like unofficially number 2 corner, if I'm not mistaken. The right receiver is Marvin Jones. Behind Galladay is Brandon Powell, Travis Fogman, and Chris Lacey and Tom Kennedy. Behind Jones is Tommy Lee Lewis, Andy Jones, and Jonathan Duhart. Slot receiver is Danny Amendola and number 87, Jermaine Kearse, former Seahawk, former New York Jet. Left tackle is Taylor Decker. Left guard is important right there. Is Frank Ragnow. And center is listed as Graham Glasgow. Right guard is listed as Kenny Wiggins. And right tackle is still Ricky Ragnar. Behind him is Terrell Crosby. Now, as we just look at the not even the receivers, I don't think it's nothing that surprises anybody here. But we look at the offensive line situation. Like, at what point, I just want to know, did they draft Ragnow to be a center or guard? Okay? Because at this point, like, Graham Glasgow's entering the final year. So if you believed in him and that's going to be your future center or your future left guard, it should be defined by now, right? So they're going to wait to year 3 to make Ragnow the center. Now, is it some type of weakness that he's showing that he's not ready for center? Can he not retain the line audibles and retain the information? Or did he not do good enough at left guard? It just seems like the same old Lion thing to do is to take a player and start him at another position. And I explained that in a couple videos so far, man, about this is not Bob Quinn, but when Martin Mayhew drafted Darius Slay, he was a man corner at the time. They were running more of a zone scheme. And pretty much they got down on their knuckles on defensive backs. And when they got down on their knuckles on defensive back, they had to throw Darius Slay in there. And when they threw him in there, he got baptized. And, people were saying he was overrated at the number 2 corner. But he was a man-covered corner. He was, that's what he was supposed to be. And he came from JUCO, and I think he only started 1 year in Mississippi State. And he was, and they put him in a zone situation when he was more of a man guy. So, really, the Lions, what made the Patriots so good is that they identify a player. They don't ask him to do anything that his strengths say he can't do or potentially can't do. They got an idea. We like linebackers that come downhill. We like linebackers that play their spot. And this is what they need to do well. And if they do this week, it's cool. We already know that's not what we asked them to do in the scheme. And the Lions, they need that structure. That plug and play type of structure. And I don't know really what's the ultimate plan for Ragnow, but I don't know if it's just that he not performing well enough to be the center, or they like Graham Glasgow to be the center. But at the end of the day, Glasgow entered a contract year. So it's like y'all going to pay him to be the center and Ragnow going to be the left guard, or when y'all going to wait till he gone and y'all going to make Ragnow the center. It may be a situation where the center position, a franchise tag is cheaper than the left guard. I don't know what they thinking on the going rate, but I'm a little bit confused there, and maybe it's some things behind the scenes that Ragnow not ready, but it is what it is. He's still at his natural position. Kenny Wiggins at the right guard position. Joe Dale, whatever his name, he listed as the left guard, but he's been rotating with Kenny Wiggins in that situation. So those are the offensive linemen, receivers. Quarterback is Stafford, Tom 21 Savage, and David Fields. Those are the two behind Matthew Stafford. If Stafford go down, we're messed up. Let's just keep it G-rated. Running back, Kerryon Johnson, Todd Johnson behind him, Mark Thompson behind him, then C.J. Anderson, and then in the second spot, and then is Zach Zenner. So Kerryon is listed as a starter. Basically, the backup is Anderson. The backup to him, I guess it would be either Zenner or Johnson, how they got it listed. Fullback is Nick Baldwin, so I don't see no real surprises in the backfield, okay, with the quarterback and the running back and the fullback. So it's no real surprises. But quite frankly, only thing I'm baffled by. Oh, I sure didn't mention the tight end. But only thing I'm baffled by is the Ragnow situation. Well, Jesse James is listed as the starting tight end for the Detroit Lions. I think they paid him 4 years, $28 million. And then they drafted T.J. Hockenson. So, and then behind Jesse is the rookie Isaac Nuata. And then behind Jones is former Virginia Tech quarterback Logan Thomas. So, Jesse James is the starting tight end right now. It's a long cap. Everybody been hearing Hockenson been killing it. He been killing it. But it's a certain amount of things you got to earn it. The vets always gonna get get the go ahead. The rookie gotta make it close, or they gotta come in and dominate the job. They just can't hand the starting job to a rookie. But they, even if he don't start, I think he gonna have a big role. They picked him 8th overall. The last tight end to go as high was 6 with Vernon Davis, I believe, out of Maryland. I remember watching that draft back in the day. So to be frank, it's no rookie starting on the team. And I think if T.J. Hockenson wasn't starting, I don't think anybody believe another rookie would be starting at this point. But remember, this is going to change as camp goes on, preseason. Rookies guys gonna take other guys' starting position. Ain't that many positions up to grab, and he gonna have injuries as well too. Left defensive end is Deshaun Hand. Left defensive tackle right now is Ashawn Robinson. And then Mike Daniels is the right defensive tackle. He'll be the backup. Damon Harrison is going to be the starter. He's still on the non-football injury list right now. Trey Flowers is the right defensive end. And Hand is back. He's backed up by Austin Bryan and Eric Lee. Robinson, left tackle, he backed up by John Atkins, Ray Smith, who was rookie, and Kevin Strong Jr. is a rookie. Mike Daniels will be the backup to Harrison once he get back, but P.J. Johnson is the backup to them, and then he's a rookie, and then rookie Frederick Jones is the backup to him. Trey Flowers' backup is Romeo Rockwell, then Mitchell Loyan, and then Jonathan Wynn is his backup. So that's how we looking up front. In the linebacker core, Devin Kennard, starting linebacker. Jerry Davis, starting middle linebacker. Christian Jones, starting outside linebacker. Jones is backed up by Jalen Reeves-Maybin, nobody else. Davis is backed up by Jelani Tavai, the rook, who's backed up by Stephen Laga, I guess. And rookie Trey Lamar is logging back up. Hopefully, I'm sorry if I butcher his name. Devon Kennard, his backup is Garrett Dooley. Malik Kearney, a rookie, and then rookie Anthony Pittman. So those are the linebackers. I don't really see no surprise, but I do eventually believe that Jelani Tavai will take that middle linebacker spot from Jerry Davis. I just got a feeling. What Benny Siegel say, I can feel it in the air. Reeves-Maybin, it's a big year for him. I just never been a fan of him. I'll just keep it real. He always shoestring. He always tackling somebody's shoes, but they don't never go down. He's small, but he gained some weight. But I respect his hustle though. But I don't really see him being that good. But maybe he can build on that. more of a speed guy. But Kennard, nothing else. I was interested to see who the other linebackers we had on the team. And that Steven Logan guy, he on the physically unable to perform list, by the way. The cornerback, left cornerback, Darius Slay is the starter. He just got activated off the non-football injury list. His back, well, let me just go through the safeties quadre. Right now, I guess this tripping, unless I'm tripping. They got Killebrew at the starting free safety, so that can't be right. He's now a linebacker. I guess that would be Tracy Walker, but I could be tripping. I don't know. Maybe that's a typo or something, but that's how they got it looking. But his backup is Will Harris, and Tracy Walker is behind Tavon Wilson and Tracy Walker. I don't know why Tracy Walker's so far behind, but I think that's a typo from them. But this would say it was updated 8-4, so I'm going to say Tracy Walker is the damn starter. I'm just call that a typo, but hey, it is what it is. However, they got it rocking. Tabor is the starting corner, right corner, but like I said before, they got Justin Coleman as a nickel back, but the Lions got Coleman as the second starting corner, the right corner opposite of Darius Slay, but they said in sub packages he would be the nickel back on the Detroit Free Press. So other than that little BS they got right here with Killebrew being starting free safety, yeah, I don't see nothing wrong in the back end. Marnie Owakwe is a Slay backup, and some other guys I never heard of, but Rashad Melvin is Tabor backup, Mike Ford is his backup, Agnew is his backup, Marcus Cooper is his backup for right corner. So a lot of this is gonna change. Trust me, a lot of this is gonna change a lot. But you know, right now Tabor's on the injured list. But other than that, I know Tracy Walker is gonna be the starting free safety. Quadre gonna be the strong safety. They both can interchange. Tracy Walker can play the nickel position too. He can do a lot of man covering, and you know, he can do a lot of things Quadre can do, and Quadre can do a lot of things he do. So I think Quadre is probably more of an enforcer in the box, but that's the really only difference between them. But really no big surprise there. Special teams, punter Sam Martin, place kicker Matt Prater, long snapper Don Molback, holder Sam Martin, kickoff Sam Martin. Back up to him is Matt Patricia. I said Matt Patricia. Matt Prater, I'm tired. Jamal Agnew is the punt and kick return. And I know one of the Lions outlets wrote an article saying Agnew could be in trouble missing the roster. That's bullshit. You know, he the best returner on the game unless they, you know, plan on putting Ty Johnson in. But a lot of this going to change. You're going to have some injuries. You're going to have somebody step up and ball out. But right now, I wouldn't read into, you know, Owakwe not starting. I wouldn't read into TJ Hawkinson not starting. You know, eventually all those would come, or they'll be playing starter minutes. Him and Jesse might split early on. But really, it's nothing that really stand out to me other than the little misprint in the secondary. But nothing that really shocked me at all. If I had a worry on the roster, I would be worried about Frank Ragnow still not being the sitter. I would love to hear the explanation for that. If I had another worry, I wouldn't worry about the rookie, but I would be worried about the backup quarterback situation. Stafford get hurt, this team is not going to do well with Tom 21 Savage. But other than that, I expect Jelani Tavati to take over that middle linebacker position at some point. D-line is sick on paper. Secondary, I'm not worried about. So, you know, this thing I'm worried about is the backup quarterback spot. You know, left guard spot, that'll be something to look at. Rick Rag, that whole left side is going to be dangerous, but it's not the blind side. And, you know, the Ragnow situation. It's the only thing that really cause for concern right now. But hopefully everybody stay healthy. Motor City Sports Talk. Let me know what you guys think. I link the article links in the description. Don't forget me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Reach out to the email if you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video request. Keep sharing the videos. Let me know what you guys think about the depth chart. I link the article in the description to the free press link and to the depth chart that I'm using. Appreciate the love, support. Keep sharing the videos. Want to make a donation. Best donation you can make is share the videos. Let me know what you guys think. Motor City Sports Talk. Y'all know what the business is. we are gone.